Biokovo Skywalk. We've just booked tickets for 4 p.m, so we're going to head up there and get something to eat, and then head to another park tomorrow before hopefully I get to see if I can spot some bears on Friday. So we arrived at the Skywalk and I was straight on there, loved every minute. And because it was October, it was a little bit quieter, there were still tourists around, but we were far and few between in comparison to the summer months. It was cold up there, but it was beautiful, bright sunshine and just the most beautiful views and colours over the landscapes. So it was an amazing experience and really glad we've come at the end of season. And of course, before we set off to the peak, I also did the obligatory poses. Come off the Skywalk, and at first I thought it was going to be really underwhelming, but it actually ended up being a really lovely experience and well worth the trip up here. In fact, the trip up here is probably more interesting than the Skywalk, with all the hairpin bends and the amazing mountains, and it goes between being really green and vibrant to really like rocky, but yeah, it's really beautiful and I highly recommend coming here in Croatia. So we're about to reach the peak of the park and it's getting colder and colder as we climb altitude. But we did hear that about 4 days ago the winds were around 120 kilometers an hour and the Skywalk was actually closed, which you can imagine, and the roads up here are really narrow. So we're really lucky we've been able to come and do this today. The winds have settled, but yeah, we're really noticing a difference between being down on the coast now and up here on the mountainside. The temps changed by probably between 11 and 13 degrees, but it's absolutely stunning. Also seen some horses on the way, but yet to see any deers or wild boar or goats, but I'm still looking. So we made it to the peak, and it was a little bit hairy in the Hymer MLT, but yeah, the four-wheel drive did us proud. We got some funny looks from the visitors at the top of the peak in the smaller vehicles, but we now have to retrace our steps down these hairpin bends. Probably got about an hour to do, negotiating all the way down the mountain back to the coast before we find somewhere to stay tonight. It's stunning. The scenery up here is beyond beautiful, and I'm going to leave you with a final view. I've taken some gorgeous pictures and some footage on the GoPro as we've toured around the park and driven the bends. I would definitely say if you're in a motorhome and you come to the Skywalk, I wouldn't really advise coming up to the peak if it's two-wheel drive. We've just done 2 hairpin bends on the way back down. The first section between the Skywalk and the peak, and we've been on 2 wheels. So definitely recommend 4-wheel drive. We weren't sure at first if it might be possible in 2-wheel drive, but it's definitely a no with this size vehicle. The maximum into the park is 7 metres, and I believe we're around 6.8 metres, and I'd say we're definitely the maximum size. A couple of the pins we're having to back up and take a second go at them. Just nodding at a couple of bikers who were heading up there. We were the last vehicle down, but there's a couple of bikes going up now. It's now 6 PM. Probably going to take us about 45 minutes to an hour to get back down. Okay, so the gorgeous cow had other ideas and we hit a traffic jam, but it was also really cute and we'd eventually get out of there. But we knew it was also going to be dark finding our next place for the night, and it was also getting windy. As it turned out, our surprise traffic jam led to seeing the most amazing sunset over the Skywalk, and it was completely unexpected and we just timed it perfect. Everybody had left the park, it was absolutely serene, it was lovely to get a shot of a Skywalk with nobody left after closing time, and we left the park very happy people. And the wind was starting to get up though, it was super cold, and we didn't realise we were in for a bit of a nightmare trying to find shelter that night. But the park was amazing. Definitely recommend you come to Biokovo, and hopefully we'll be back when we're next in Croatia. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I look forward to you joining me with other adventures. Bye for now.